I'm doing a video basically on black men being the real ghetto gaggers of the sex industry. A lot of people didn't pay attention to what I was talking about or in what reference. One guy even made a reference saying that I'm not submissive in my personal life, so I wouldn't know. It's like, hey, I'm not talking about any personal sexual relationship with a black man. It never happened for me. I don't even have dreams about black men. I accidentally came upon a black man in porn once because I was watching gay porn and I was attracted to the white man that he was topping, and I was not even turned on after I saw him. I was like, I'd closed the video out, and yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I'm not talking about anything personal. This has not got anything to do with anything personal. This has to do with my job. What I do for work is I'm a phone sex operator. And so I don't market myself as a black woman there. I market myself as a black woman here because that's what I am. And plus, that's how I'm comfortable. Here I'm just more comfortable. There I don't market myself as black. I don't market myself as any race. I just leave it out of the topic, really. And people guess what I am. It's up to them. I don't really care what they think I am. I just care that they pay me. So basically, what happens in those situations for me is a lot of the time I get calls from black men who want to be degraded by a white woman. And so that's what generally happens for me. They want to be called the N word, they like to be called the S word in reference to their skin, be compared to feces, talk about them submitting to a white penis, you know, saying that they're the white man's bitch, things like that. That's the kind of calls I get from black men. Sometimes, it can be focused also on dominating a white woman too, but more of the time I see it the other way actually. And a lot of the time, they love to be called the N word and disparaged on their skin tone. So I mean, like, from my perspective, that's what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not talking about another part of this was some people thought I was talking about, like, me. I posted photos of myself in the house. As you can tell, I did not post photos of myself in the house. The ones I'm talking about are the ones with black hair, where I'm outside. When I'm outside, I look a lot lighter than inside. A lot of people freak out about this. I don't understand. Who isn't lighter outside? I think what people are more concerned about is my facial features, but if you look at my facial features, they are just like that. That's why I put in some photos showing my face being analyzed, whether in the dark or in the bright light of outside. And it basically says the same thing as far as my facial features. The only difference is when you put yourself outside and you do your makeup properly, and you do your hair black and more straight, that makes you look less black. People always think blonde hair makes you look less black. No, I use blonde hair to make myself look more black, actually. Because people will always think, oh, you're trying to look black. Trying to look white, but they'll assume you're darker, which makes you look more black. The assumption is you're more black. Anyway, so for me, that's just what happens. I market myself with the black hair, and generally that's what I get. Now, there have been a few times I've actually marketed myself, I forgot, with some blonde hair, but those were different situations. And they were actually in the winter. All those situations were in the winter. I didn't even realize that. I really don't pay attention to the change in my skin tone like that. It's just not really something I pay attention to unless I'm wearing makeup. But the point is, for me, what I noticed was these people are degraded by white women, and they pay you so much money for it. They pay you hundreds of dollars an hour for you to degrade them as a white woman. They blow their money away just because somebody called them the N word, and it makes them want to, you know, be aroused and, have satisfaction, a climax, basically. Um, so to me, I just don't understand why people keep telling me about what somebody did to be paid to basically please a white man as far as being a ghetto gagger. Honestly, I'll tell you this. I put my photo up, and obviously I don't put my race as white, I don't put it as black. I've never had a white person contact me and tell me to call myself the N-word or have like a slave play situation. I've seen other bad types of calls, but it's never based on race. It's on other things that are like, wow, that's fucked up. But, it's not on race. So it's really not that, you guys keep trying to make the narrative that white people are so racist and race conscious. But honestly, it's black men that are so racist and race conscious. Honestly, I've noticed so many times when you don't like black men and they understand you don't have their preference, they get jealous of you for not being as black as them. And then they start to actually try and use racist words against you. I've heard that black people call other black people the N word in derogatory terms more than white people. So, I mean, like, as far as, people trying to paint white people as more racist, when it comes to this, I actually think black men actually win that award when it comes to this. Just saying. Thanks for watching.